Okay, so I watched most of her video. I just wanted to react to it. Um, I don't really have much issue with it. I do agree that Woman Sphere is not divested. She's a swirler. Chrissy's a swirler. They're both rainbow swirlers. And then Cynthia G and Nyla Vibes. It's more, I just would call a mammy, but they like to call BWE. They like black men, basically. As far as how I see this, though, some of the things are a little bit where I don't agree. Like, for example, she's saying, like, if you're on a platform, if you work with black men, you interact with black men. That's one thing I'm like, I have no issue interacting with black men. I don't have anger towards black men. That doesn't mean that I'm going to date a black man. You know what I mean? And then also she starts talking about like how twirlers are into black culture. I don't believe black culture exists. I also think that she started talking about mixed people and how the children of swirlers will think they're black while the children of divestors won't. I personally think I have a weird perception on this. If I had children who are biracial, I would teach them they're black, but no one has to know, kind of, if they don't need to know. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a dangerous situation, you don't have to tell someone you're black just so you can get harmed. You know what I mean? In the terms of safety, you don't have to say that. It's one of those situations where you don't wear your race on your sleeve, you know. And some black people have that experience too. So, I mean, that's just kind of a personal thing that I would teach my own kids. That, I guess, something my mother never taught me because she's a dark skinned black woman, and so she sees things a lot differently than someone who's lighter skinned. Uh, but I would still teach them that they're black. Has nothing to do with like black culture. I don't think there's a black culture. White people see it the same way. They see biracials as black. That's why black people have that idea, because white people originally said biracials were black. Uh, Personally, a major thing that divides me from diverse black women is um, one is hypergamy. Okay, hypergamy is a major thing for me. They believe in hypergamy. I don't believe in dating for money. I believe in dating for love, and what you're interested in. I just happen to not be attracted to black men. So, she talked about the best man for the job. That applies to me, but not in the sense that they're talking about See, the best man for the job works for me because I'm not attracted to black men. So that means every race outside of black men, right? You know, these people have a different mind frame. Basically, they might be attracted to black men. I think, I'm not trying to attack Chris Logic, but I think I've heard her say that she's had relations with black men. And basically, if you have relations, that means you're attracted to them. So you have to have another reason why you're not into them, right? So that would be, not using them as an option because whatever other issue you have, with dating them. But, the best man for the job doesn't work for me, including black men, because I'm not attracted to them. So to me, that doesn't make me a rainbow swirler. And that's the main thing here, is that many of these people want to include rainbow swirlers with swirlers. They're not the same thing. Swirlers aren't hypergamous, basically. Divestors tend to be more on that hypergamy idea. I don't believe in that. I just was on a video with talking about playing with fire, talking about gold digging and how that's a bad thing. I get along with the white manosphere very well. I get along with pygmy women who are white. Usually they don't have an issue that I prefer white men. They're just like, that's inconsequential. It's more about behavior. And I tend to fall in line with that more. My thing is just like, traditional gender roles might not work out for me. But there's all sorts of different types of men. And, certain parts of the manosphere kind of understand that, and they're like, well, you just find the one that does fit, kind of thing. Now, some get off in a fit about it. That's more red pill. But the type of platforms that I look at, like playing with fire and things like that, they're not really red pill. They're kind of like just like find one that fits kind of thing. And I believe in that find one that fits kind of situation. So that's basically all I have to say here. I agree with what you were saying, but the definition of divested versus swirler, there needs to be another section, basically. Because to me, I'm not into hypergamy. Those aren't the issues for me. It's not resources. It's not the way black men have treated me. Black men have not really treated me poorly. The only thing is, it's just the issue of turning them down because I'm not interested in them. And I've had black men interested in me, and it creates this awkward situation. And that's why I talk about sexual harassment and things like that. So, that's just generally how I see this whole situation. I don't really think I fall with divestors in that, because some divestors, like how she talks about it, almost like you have to be angry at black men. I'm not angry at black men. And then also another thing, I mean, like, expecting me to have an issue with, like, working with them or talking to them on a platform, things like that. I don't even have an issue with donating to black men. I mean, I've donated to a black man in the past, and I've always said that. Officer Tatum, I will donate to conservative platforms. I don't care if it's a black man, a white woman, a black woman. If I agree with you politically and I think you're talking about good topics, I will donate to you. I will support you. I don't have an inherent hate towards black men. I just, won't date them. So, yeah, I think maybe, like, I could say you saying that I'm not divested because I am not hypergamous. Not having hate towards black men. I don't think we all have to have hate towards black men, but not, being hypergamous, which is a big part of divestment to some extent, whether it's resources or how you're treated or things of that nature, relationship dynamics and structure, those aren't the reasons for me. It's purely physical attraction and lack thereof for black men, So it feels like it's a different reason, but I do find that the divested space is the best space for me, because a lot of the time, rainbow swirlers will try to implement their lifestyle on you and tell you that there's something wrong with you if you're not attracted to black men. So I do feel at home with divestors more, and the BWE sector, as she talked about, Nyla says, and Cynthia G have attacked women who were divested and not attracted to black men at all, or who swirl for that matter. So that's all I have to say in this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe and comment down below. Bye.